tell you. Yesterday I went down to the Grass Hut settlement and I worked on the dome. Remember the basketry dome? Well, it had the structure below had kind of fallen in. I think maybe it was just the grass that fell in. But anyway, so I went down there and I cut lots of grass from the outside of the moat all the way around the edge. What's going on here? Is this a garage sale? Yes, it is. I wonder what they have. Is anything useful? No. Okay. Sorry. So I cut 3 loads of the tall canary grass, and I went to the dome and I covered it. I layered it from the bottom, put it all around the bottom, and then put it up and on top. And then I worked the opening was really big, and so I made a straight little wall there, and then I wove grass up through it. I made a woven wall. Anyway, and now it's a cozy little place in there, and there is light coming in from the side, but not from the top. So I think it'll keep the weather out. It's quite exciting, actually. I have 2 chairs and 2 little tables in there, and it's the most adorable little place. And I did it. And then when I was done, my little outhouse teepee was very short, and you really couldn't hide behind it. So I took I realized that the poles were not tied near the top at all. They were tied way down low. And so I untied it with, the cedar bark. I untied the cedar bark and I retied it. I took it all apart, put the poles up higher. I didn't take it all the way apart because I still had thatching on the outside. But I tied them tighter, way up high, and I spread the legs and I added more. And then I walked down along the path where I'd cut the grass a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, maybe more now, down near the A-frame. And I brought that back and I put that all up the sides and up to the top and all around. It wasn't a very big place, and it's perfect. I tied it back together, right? And then I put all this grass on it, and I put a lot of sticks. There were all these dead alders in the bushes beside me, so I just broke them off and used them for extra poles. And then I had a few straight short pieces, and I sort of wove them through. I mean, what can you do with straight pieces? But anyway, so I had a nice surface that everything could hold to, and also things, little branches were sticking out. So when I put the grass on it, it'll stay because it's got things protruding through it. Anyway, and then this morning I took my outhouse chair, which is just a regular folding chair that had a rip in the seat, and so I cut a hole in the seat and put a toilet seat on top of it, and I used that this summer in the woods by our RV at the camp. Anyway, so I took that down and put it in the teepee and set it up, and it's just lovely in my little outhouse teepee. It's perfect. I love it. I could close it in on the other side if I really wanted to, but the other side is open to the forest and the stream. It's the wilderness on the other side, so it doesn't really need anything on there. I need to find a bucket that will fit perfectly under that outhouse chair, and I need to get a bag of sawdust, so when you use it, you put the sawdust in afterwards so it never smells. Anyway, isn't that exciting? I did it! Yay! I have a dry bag which has got a roll of toilet paper in it, and it's all rolled up, and that's up on I have another outhouse chair. That's up on but I have another dry bag which I could hang on the wall there. When we were rafting down the Taku River for 11 days, they would set up an outhouse, and so they had a dry bag, and in it was toilet paper, and it hung on the way to the outhouse. So you could see if it was missing, then obviously someone was in there. So you never had to worry about disturbing somebody. So I think I'll get the other dry bag, but I don't think I need to put it so it can be seen, because it's just me, nobody else, and I don't really ever use it. It's just for emergencies, you know, like I usually have my car down there so I can leave if I need to. We have an ambulance going by. Not everybody feels it's necessary to pull over for a vehicle, especially when there's a turning lane in the middle and nobody in it. But, you know, rules are rules. It's nice to obey the rules. And I have stuck a lot of willow into the ground around the basketry dome. And they will eventually all grow, hopefully. And as they grow and get tall, I can cut off the branches as branches grow on them. You know, it's really hard to get long, straight willow shoots. Like, I really need them to be 10 to 12 feet tall is what they say. So, in order to get a willow that's that tall, you know, that's hard. Anyway, so I'm going to let them grow there, and then I'll be able to arch them over as they grow. And then, I mean, because the grass won't last forever, and the structure underneath it won't last, but then this willow that's going to be alive will last. And so I'll be able to replace the whole thing with this willow. So now I have done 4 of them. I've done I really need to get a big thick one and arch it over for the, what was it I call it? The chair pair shelter, where I sit and write in my journal, and it's in the shade down there, so it's out of the rain and everything. Anyway, so what's the time? I have a deadline. Oh, I'm supposed to be there 2 minutes ago and I'm late, but I can't respond because that would mean I have to touch my phone, which I'm not allowed to do. Anyway, I love you guys. Susan sent me a gift, so I'm going to open it, but I'm going to do it when I'm online. I mean, when I'm at home. I'm going to the children's house today. And I've got all these little things that I've collected, little tiny pine cones and half walnut shells and half and whole horse chestnuts, or no, chestnuts, you know, chestnuts roasting on the open fire. The black, they're the ones in the inside. Oh, another garage sale. Gee, this is what happens on Saturdays. You don't generally go anywhere. At least not on a Saturday morning. Why would I? I have it all at home. But Thanksgiving is on Monday. And do you know that they've said that the cost of a Thanksgiving with all the normal trimmings costs $230. I don't go to the grocery store often. But I'm going to survey my kids and see what they're going to eat. Should I make pies? Should I buy pies? Who's going to eat pies? Most people are on diets or just, you know, watching things. Alright, so I guess I'll go this way. Anyway, so today is going to be an interesting day. I have errands to do with the children. I have to figure out what I'm going to do about Thanksgiving. Elida's making potatoes with mashed potatoes with gravy. Ben is making the turkey, and I was going to provide the rest. So we used to have pumpkin pie and apple pie, and sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top. The kids are very picky, so I don't think they'll eat those things. I think the children may eat broccoli. These children just don't eat. I don't know how they're going to survive. I mean, you need to eat food or you... Oh no, a pumpkin is wrecked on the ground. I have this cool book called Pumpkin Carving, which I'm going to introduce to the children, and they love to carve pumpkins, so maybe I'll get pumpkins and you can carve pumpkins. Okay, I got everything. I'm not going to bring much stuff up because I got to take the kids somewhere. So away we go. I love you guys. See you later. Just wanted to tell you about my wonderful experience with these my grass hut. I do have to do Tish's swing and the aromatherapy dome. Those have to be finished. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye. Remember, wisdom is the consolation prize for messing up. Wisdom is the consolation prize for messing up. Okay, bye.